All right, what is good, my YouTube fam? It's your boy AZ back again for another video. I hope everybody is doing great on this Wednesday. It is not only a great week, but it is another opportunity to get to your goals. I hope everybody's been doing what they're supposed to be doing. I hope you've been going to the gym. I hope you've been studying your skills. If you're making content, I hope you've been consistent. I hope everybody's been striving to get better opportunities in the work environment, improving their skills in the work environment. And I hope if you haven't already, get your copy of the 9 to 5 Playbook, link in the description. It is free. Not only will it teach you how to interview better at a job, it'll also show you what to expect, how to apply to better jobs, and what you need to overall improve your situation in the work environment. I know a lot of people are still striving to get themselves to that position where they're making a decent salary so they can, if they are still living with parents, save up money to be able to move out or just increase their overall income to make their personal situation better. And that's another reason why I'm back on this video, to not only reiterate the importance of getting to your goals, but also teach you guys the importance of getting to those goals through the confidence that I've reiterated through many videos. And like you've heard me say previously, confidence is gained through competence, which is achieved through achieving and completing your accomplishments. A lot of people have goals, like you see me have goals, but the problem is your consistency. You lack the consistent effort needed to get to where you're supposed to be, but yet every single day you're on social media, you see people in your own life, and you know people who are in a very good situation that you personally want to be in, but it's really up to you to really put your foot to the pedal. All gas, no brakes, and really show yourself and show the people around you that you know what you're doing and you have the confidence to really take charge in your own life. I know me personally, I'm a very stubborn person, and I can say I've made a lot of mistakes, but at the same time, I do have the confidence to say that I've put myself in a position where I understand what I need to do, and all the things leading up from my past that have put me in this position have allowed me to understand where I'm going to go in the future. Being in the position that I am, I can honestly say it's really just the start of everything that's to come. As you guys see me making these videos, you're going to just see me start building the life that I've always wanted for myself. And that's really going to start by me clearing the little amount of debt that I have, not only putting myself in a position where I'm enjoying my life, as in going out, doing things that I want to do, but also realistically with the physique that I want. One thing for me personally that I've always lacked in, I think confidence wise, is due to the fact that I've always been a skinnier person, but due to my issues going up and down with the job environment, hasn't really allowed me to have the income to put towards the nutrition. And that's, I know, the one thing that I really need to focus on when it comes to discipline, because for me, I need to be in a major calorie surplus, because in order for me to really gain the weight that I want while also gaining the muscle that I want, I need to make sure that I'm fueling my body right. With this new job that I'm going to, I know that sometimes I go early in the morning and I'm not eating, but at the same time, I also know I haven't had the money to really have some food, whether I'm going to work or have some food at home to buy. But with the new income that I've been able to garnish and also generate, it's really going to be something that changes my particular situation. I don't know if anybody else is out there who's really been in a situation like me in particular, but I'll be honest, I have all the confidence and I have all the ability to know that where I personally am is going to be somewhere I've always wanted to be for a long time. And I'm going to make sure that I not only educate all of you on what you need to do, but I give you guys the proper detailed steps on how to get there. And the first step is by getting the 9 to 5 playbook, because that not only will help you get a better job, but it also teach you and help you understand what you need to do to enjoy your own work environment and also take advantage of the work environment. Because like I've said, the 9 to 5 isn't supposed to hinder you. It's supposed to help you achieve your dreams. It's supposed to allow you to keep those bills paid while you, outside of work on those skills, work on those traits and attributes that will get you out of the 9 to 5. Before you go to work, after you go to work, like I said in my previous video, you need to make sure you have a routine. Every single day, you need to make sure you have a certain set of things that you're going to do that you know will propel your life to the position that you want to be. And for me, that's creating content, going to work, studying, trading, and making sure that I'm going to the gym while also eating in a calorie surplus and also intaking the proper amount of protein that's going to allow me to get to the physique that I want. That at least is the top of my priority list, because for me to really be at peace of mind, I just needed to know that I'm in a good position where I'm earning money that's going to allow me to put it towards the things that I have in my life, such as my bills, my debt, and also just allow me to invest in my own future. That is a big thing that's very important to me, because as I'm 26, it's very critical that these next 4 years before I'm 30, before I see the real drastic changes in my life, I set myself up as best as possible. And with the income that I've been able to get at this early age, it's going to allow me to not only put myself in a position where I wouldn't have to worry about money for a long time if I do the right things, but also put myself in a position where I'm going to be able to do what I know I'm supposed to do, and also get to where I know I'm supposed to be. Because there's been a lot of times where, because of the distractions that I've had in my own life, I've literally set myself back at least 3 steps when I was putting myself ahead by at least 5 steps. So I've not only progressed, but also regressed, but also had to understand that the things that were distracting me most, especially when it came to my desperation for wanting to get into a relationship, that's not going to get me where I want to be. It's not going to get me to be the man that I know I've always wanted to be, and it's not going to get me into the position that I know I've always wanted to be in. So it's very important that with all the jobs that I've had in the past, and I've unfortunately fumbled the bag due to chasing girls and just being desperate for female attention, that 100% has left my system. I'll be honest, I don't feel negative towards women, but with the type of guy that I am, I really understood that that was 100% a distraction for me. There's really no reason for me to do things to try and impress any female, especially girls that haven't shown that they like me, but also just going out of my way to do things for people who aren't in my life and don't really, benefit me in the way that they should or add any value to my life. That was honestly the biggest L and the biggest hindrance I had mentality wise that kept me from really progressing in the way that I know I was supposed to progress. Because I know I'm a very smart individual. I know that I have a very good speaking ability, and realistically, there's a reason I've been able to get these jobs at such a young age. It's because I had the maturity level and I had the experience to be able to work and be competent and successful in these environments. But due to the fact that I'm also a young adolescent, I'm not really an adolescent, but due to the fact that I'm also a young male, me wanting to go after females and having that biological urge to, be around them, of course, that's going to put me in a position where, unfortunately, I'm doing things where I'm not supposed to. But that still is no excuse for me getting distracted and also losing my jobs and doing things that I know I wasn't supposed to do due to the position that I was in. But thankfully, I would say none of those positions were as good as the position that I'm currently in. So I would say that all of those were really just trial and error leading me up to this position that I'm in right now, which has literally put me where I know I'm supposed to be. I have not only been loving every single aspect of this job, I've been enjoying every single day that I've been going there. And I've also seen the benefit of me not only understanding and also thriving in this work environment through my own personal skills increasing, but also just feeling more calm and more at peace mentally due to the fact that I put myself in such a good position. And this is what I mean by everybody needs to just keep going and keep working harder and keep putting in that effort that's going to get you where you want to be. Even though I was still getting fired for certain jobs, that didn't stop me or deter me from going after the position that I know I wanted. And as I was lucky enough to continue to get more jobs to be able to supplement my income so I'm not so broke, I was still putting in the effort to go to job interviews and put myself in a position where I would be able to say that, yes, I landed a career that I'm happy with, and I'm in a position where I'm growing an income that not only suits me, but also justifies my skill level. And I can say that I'm in that position right now. So 100% I am very grateful, but I don't just want to sit here and brag. I want to use myself as an example for anybody who's watching this and anybody who also has aspirations of being in a position that I'm in after going through challenges that I've gone through, that you can do this too. But I want you to understand it takes all the effort from you. Yes, God is there and He will present you with opportunities, but if you aren't putting the effort in and going out there to make those opportunities presentable to yourself, you will still be stagnant in where you are. And I know that a lot of people have successful and very ambitious goals like I do, but realistically, you are holding yourself back. I'm not in your personal life, but you know what's holding you back. You know the things that you're doing and the things that you need to stop doing and the things that you need to start doing in order to get you to where you want to be. So don't let me just talking about my own position make you seem like you're not able to do things on your own. You are 100% just as capable as I am, but it really depends on if you're willing to put in just as much work as I have. I know a lot of people have the same type of mindset as me, but you need to have just as hard of a work ethic as I do. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Please make sure to like and subscribe. We're at 76 subscribers. I know anybody who's watching this video still has ideas for what you want me to talk about, so leave a comment if you have anything. And like I've said already, get your copy of the 9 to 5 playbook. It's in the description and it's for free. I'll catch you guys. Peace out.